All right, you guys ready to answer some questions about life on a Disney program?
What advice do you have for someone moving here and starting their program?
So my advice would be to take in as many experiences as possible. For example, I'm not good at sports at all, but there was this rowing competition that we could sign up for, and so I thought, okay, why not? It's going to be something I never get to do again. Just try out as many things as you can because it'll go by so quick.
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to dorms as much as I should have. So if I had to go back and tell myself when I was like starting my program, I was like, hey, check dorms every day, every hour, set your alarm. Because you never know when these events are gonna pop up and like these super cool, unique opportunities that like you don't get anywhere else.
Yes. I would definitely say take advantage of every opportunity that is out there and meet as many friends as you can because they're open to just as many things as you are, and it's good to have someone next to your side when you're trying out new events and going out to have fun with friends.
Was this your first time moving away from home or out of state? And how was that experience and how did it feel?
I moved away to college, which is in Kentucky. I'm from Michigan. Moving here, I thought, okay, there's absolutely no family here.
Yeah.
I have to rely on myself. I can't get too down low about not having family here. I just have to look forward to what I can do and what opportunities are out there for me to help me move forward.
This is my first time moving out of state. I grew up in New York and went to school in New York. So it's definitely different being like having to hop on an airplane instead of just being able to drive to see my family. But I agree. I feel like, you know, knowing that if you communicate, people are going to be there to support you and, you know, always reach out to friends and family. And, you know, if you're feeling lonely, it's okay. There's lots of people here who are feeling the same thing. So even if it is your first time, you know, other people are going through the same thing and it gets better.
Yeah, it wasn't my first time. I'm from Pittsburgh, and so I went to school in Atlanta. And then the program, of course, Florida, yeah, that's far. But I mean, I look at any experience, like when it comes to like going to a new place, as a good experience. It's a chance to like see what I'm made of, to see what I can do, and to see, you know, where I go from there. So it's always a good thing. I feel like I came here without a vehicle too, so that was like pretty daunting. But yeah, after coming here and seeing the buses in action, it's a no-brainer. So yeah.
And then they always say make friends with people with cars.
Yes.
So once you do that, once you do that, you're fine.
There's a lot of people hey, you need to go to the grocery store? I'm leaving now.
I mean, I'd always hit them with the, yeah, you got dinner money? Because I'll drive you through a drive-through, but you're getting it, yeah.
Hey, but what about you? You're from Germany, right? That's I mean, that's pretty
Yeah,
far.
so it's my first time on another continent, not abroad, but yeah. No, it's been really good. Yeah, obviously a few things are a bit different, but I think it's always a really great experience to see how things work in another country. So I really love doing that. Yeah, it's my 8th country, I think? 7th. Yeah,
wow.
7th.
That's great.
All right, what advice do you have for someone who might be living with roommates for the first time?
That is a really good question, and I think we can all agree communication is key. Because everyone is coming, you know, from different living situations, and people have lived with roommates before, people haven't. But I think just being upfront and honest with all your roommates about, you know, how you're gonna do groceries, if there's hours people need to sleep at night, just being communicative with everyone in your apartment, I think is key to living with roommates.
Yes, it's all about communication, I will agree.
And compromise, you
Yes.
know, finding those ways to make everyone happy and make everyone comfortable.
We also have a schedule for chores just so that everyone can help out with taking the trash out or loading the dishwasher. It's not something mandatory every day, but it's just, oh, if you did this, write your name down just so we know, just so we can see who's all been helping out and so that somebody's not doing more than the other. And it's been very helpful, I will say.
I would like to add too, I didn't link with anyone before coming down. You know, I didn't match with a roommate. And I think there's benefits to both. I think going in with a random roommate allowed me to, you know, be more open and meet new people who I might have not initially clicked with online, but I get along with all my roommates really well. So I'm happy that I went, you know, and didn't link with someone, but I love that you have the opportunity to, because if you're nervous before coming down about living with people, say you've never lived with other people before other than your family, having that opportunity to make a friend and have a guaranteed friend before you come down, I think allows a lot of people to be less nervous about coming in and, you know, starting to live on your own for the first time. So I think that's cool. I think too, you know, regardless of whether you meet your roommates online or if, you know, you meet your roommates move-in day, I think communicating with them also, learning what you want to share and what you want to keep to yourself. I think that's a big thing to, you know, keep in mind when you're living with other people, because for my roommates, like, we share all of our kitchen stuff. So we all helped, you know, buy some things and we all share, but I know some people like to keep, you know, the things they brought to themselves. So just having an open mind and keeping in conversation and respecting people's boundaries too, with, you know, what they feel comfortable sharing and what they want to keep to themselves.
All right, how did living at Flamingo Crossings Village impact your program experience? I loved it. It was just really amazing to live in a complex amazing as this, with the rooms and the gym, the community center. It just has a ton of amenities. I feel like the fire pit.
Yes.
Oh, I love the fire pit. So the pool, yeah, the 2 pools, yeah, it's not even 1 pool. Yeah, so I mean, it's just, I couldn't wait to get home from work and just chill out, honestly.
And I think it's also nice to be in like a community where everyone else is, you know, going through the same things you are. So like everyone's leaving home, or, you know, everyone's trying to find new friends when they start. So it's nice to be around like-minded people. Yeah. The support there is really cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's been great living with the people that you've become friends with at work, and then being able to do things after at work. So it's been really nice. I'm gonna miss that.
Easy to see friends.
When I'm coming in at home at 1 a.m. from work and I see so many people in the community center, I'm like, you guys are my people. I'm gonna come hang out with you all as well.
I think it's so funny that there's a split between that, because I feel like everybody feels like that about their part, you know, east or west.
Yeah.
And they're actually a few minutes apart, so you can easily go there, but it's always a huge deal, you know, when somebody's, I don't know, celebrating something in west and then, oh, that's in west. I don't know if I can come down.
I like the team here, the American Campus Communities team. They're really nice and very helpful with everything. I feel like very responsive if you put in a request for something. So that makes me feel good, because with me being away from my mom and having her help me do everything, it's nice that I can just ask the team here for help, and they're very helpful.
And that service desk is always open.
Yes.
You know? So that's very, very useful.
Yes, that is really good.
They're going to be there for you.
I think also having it so like centrally located,
Yeah.
it's about like 20 minutes if you drive to get to any of the work locations, resorts, parks. So it's nice that it's, you know, it's not right on, like right next to Magic Kingdom, but it's, you know, it's center enough that you can get to work, you can, you know, go to the parks and stuff, and it's not a long ways away to travel, which is really nice.
And near my apartment, I'm in Dock, you can see Magic Kingdom's fireworks every night. I love that so much.
So I used to live on the west side, the 4th floor of 40. And so I had a magical view of the fireworks, so it was amazing. Yeah.
I have a magical view of the parking lot. It's a nice parking lot though.
It is solid parking, lots of spaces.
I'm like, ooh, there's my car.
Do you feel like your living experience during your program helped prepare you for your future navigating life after college?
Yeah, I feel like it's the living experience. It's offered here. It's realistic enough for you to really depend on yourself, or to really gain that independence. If you're like coming from college, or this is your first time away from home, it's really a good chance for you to just, you know, see what you're made of. See, I don't know, I keep saying that, but yeah, it's just a good chance to see what you can do. And you know, because in the real world, if you like, say you do live with others and you encounter some issues, you really have to navigate that yourself. You have to communicate with other people. And so I feel like the living experience here, it's really something special, especially since you get to live with so many different people. You get to become better at communicating with others who you may not be comfortable with. So,
What do you think you've gained or learned about yourself since you started your program?
I think that I really proved to myself that I can budget my money. Getting my checks every week and having to provide food for myself. I also learned that I really do enjoy cooking, and so I do meal preps more frequently now, and I love that so much about myself, and it saves a lot of time.
For me, I've learned that I'm quite resilient because just before coming here I broke my ankle, and I was always working kind of office jobs where I'm just sitting, and then here it's more on your feet, and I really wanted to do it, so I just moved here anyway, and everyone's been really helpful with adjusting the dates of me starting and all that, and being accommodating at work as well. But yeah, it's been a really good experience.
I agree with you though, because I feel like, you know, working, you might meet people from all over the world and be in a bunch of different challenging situations, but being resilient and learning how to navigate those things, I think is something I really learned from this experience, and now I feel like I'm, you know, ready to handle anything that comes to me, so very cool.
What was the hardest part about moving away and starting your program?
I think the hardest part for me about starting my program was moving away from my family. I'm a very big family-oriented person, so being this far away from them has definitely been difficult. But I think, you know, it showed me, again, just how resilient you can be, and I think reaching out to family and friends for support for this is really great, and having new people to lean on, too. Because you make new friends here, and moving away is definitely hard, but if you plan it out and, you know, maybe your family's able to come visit you and see you work, and you're able to go home and visit one weekend, I think, you know, learning how to deal with that separation, but also finding new people to surround yourself with and keep you company is definitely that was the hardest part for me.
For me personally, it was finances. You know, coming here, living by yourself, it's not easy. Like you said earlier, having to like support yourself. You know, being away from home, it's different. You know, so being able to budget, have your meal preps. You know, save your money, which is also very important. It's taught me a lot.
It's hard at Disney.
It is.
There's a lot of
cool
really cool
stuff.
merchandise to get.
Those deals going on, or they have
Yeah.
deals? It's hard.
Cast members.
You're gonna give me a cast member discount and expect me to not buy something?
I will say though, the hardest part with me coming down was coming without a car. I've had a car since I could drive, and my car broke down right before my program started.
No.
So I was struggling to figure out how would I live down there basically. But then I seen that a lot of people come down without a car, and then the international students come without a car. So obviously it can work, it can happen. So I just think that if you come down without a car, don't worry, it'll be okay, because there's transportation, and to always make friends with cars.
Yeah.
Because they're very helpful too. And my coworkers, the other cast members, we carpool to work every day, and I feel like that's a really great bonding time.
Yeah.
So it just takes the worries of not having a car right out of my mind.
Being international, one of the harder things was that I did not quite realize how big everything is and how far away everything is. So, and in Europe, I was kind of used to, okay, you don't actually need to have a car, but here I did realize, okay, why you would potentially benefit from one here. But yeah, with the Disney transportation, it's been really great. So it's actually been, yeah, it's been quite okay.